Hi guys, welcome back to the channel once again here on YouTube. Today I want to give you a look at the TNA stroke Impact Wrestling one night only live DVD releases. Beginning with January 2016. Now this one's still sealed as well. So this one's cover artwork's very dark blue and black. So it's hard to make out certain wrestlers, but I'll try my best. So we have, is that Bobby Roode there? Not sure who that is there. It's really hard to see that, guys. That could be Matt Hardy top left there. Davey Richards, Gail Kim, Awesome Kong, EC3, and Bobby Lashley there. Featuring the stars of Impact Wrestling. Here's the spine with Eric Young, Bram, and Beer Money. So yeah, January 2016 live. From January the 8th, for one night only, the stars of Impact Wrestling discover what 2016 has in store, who will rise, who will fall, and who will they never have seen coming. Beer Money take on Eric Young and Bram in a tag team match. We have Tyrus taking on Lashley. A three-way tag team title match. We have Kurt Angle and Drew Galloway taking on Eli Drake and Jesse Goddard and the Wolves. I completely forgot that Eli Drake was in a tag team with Jesse Goddard. Didn't even realize Kurt Angle tagged with Galloway as well. That's pretty cool. But yeah, that seems like an interesting three-way tag match. Tag title match as well. Wow. We have a Monsters Ball match, Abyss against Grado. Poor Grado, fucking hell. Trevor Lee versus Pepper Parks. A number one contenders gauntlet match, Awesome Kong, Velvet Sky, Jade, Marty Bell, Rebel, Madison Rain, Chelsea Green, Diona Perazzo. Sounds good as well. Mike Bennett with Maria taking on Robbie E. Rockstar Spud versus Aiden O'Shea. And a four-way elimination match for the X Division title. We have Tigre Uno taking on Mandrews, Crazy Steve, and DJ Zima. And we have Beer Money on the left there in the picture, in the screenshot. And then we have, again, EY and Bram. And at the bottom here, we have from left to right, Kurt Angle, Drew Galloway, Eli Drake, Jesse Goddard, and the Wolves, Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards. That does sound like a fun card, doesn't it, guys? Next up, another sealed DVD. And this one we have is Impact Wrestling Presents, one night only, August 2016. Let the Extravaganza Begin. With Rockstar Spud, DJ Z, I think that is as well, and Braxton Sutter, maybe, on the cover there. And we've got Crazy Steve and DJ Z on the spine. Apologies if I've got the names wrong. Pretty sure I see who that is. And we've got Crazy Steve, Manic, and Eddie Edwards there on the back. So this one was actually, well, quite possibly this one could have been 2016's Extreme Extravaganza. Is that what they're called? I'm trying to remember now, guys. Or is it just Extravaganza? Yeah, because in 2013 and 2014 and 2015, we had Extravaganza, one night only. So this is basically that, I'm pretty sure. But they just named it August Live. I don't know why. So they are High Flyer. They are the High Flyer of the... That doesn't make sense. They are the High Flyer of the Elite X Division. Isn't that meant to say they are the High Flyers? Anyway, misprint. It's usually my reading's terrible. But yeah, that's definitely a misprint in my opinion. With the number one contendership on the line, these warriors met in the battle on August 26, 2016, on their way to a 7-man ladder match to determine who would secure their shot at the X Division title. Again, that just doesn't, unless I'm not reading that correctly, it doesn't make sense. It's like misprints and stuff. Anyway, Rockstar Spud took on Chuck Taylor. Marche Roquette versus Mandrews. Jonathan Gresham, the Octopus, taking on DJZ. David Starr against that word there with the S. We'll just call him Manic, his other name, because I can't use that word here on YouTube. Apparently, I could get flagged for that. JT Dunn versus Braxton Sutter. Yeah, that's who the dude was on the front cover. I was trying to think of his name. Caleb Connolly against Eddie Edwards. And Shinron versus Crazy Steve. Don't know who the fuck that is. Shinron. I'm going to look him up in a minute. I can't remember him. Or her, or them. Anyway. And a final ladder match where the winner receives an X Division title shot. Also featuring Trevor Lee and Andrew Everett versus the Bromans in a tag team Ultimate X match with 10 grand to the winning team. And classic moments in X Division history. So it's got good special features on this one as well. And the you know, the card itself sounds good with the X Division talent at the time. It's pretty cool, that. Cover artwork's pretty good as well. Another sealed one, we have September Live 2016. It doesn't say live, but I'll just put them under live, especially when in the description. I'm just going to put live. You guys will probably know what I'm on about. Impact Wrestling one only, yep. So we have Eddie Edwards and Bobby Lashley on the cover there. And again on the spine. So on September 16th, 2016, the stars and knockouts of Impact Wrestling took to the six-sided ring once more in their continuing quest for glory, gold, and complete domination. We have EC3, Trevor Lee, I think that is next to him, Drew Galloway, and I've forgotten that dude's name. Drew Galloway, who's your opponent on here? That could be Andrew Everett, I guess. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's who that is, yeah. So Eddie Edwards taking on Lashley, The Miracle taking on Braxton Sutter, EC3 against Trevor Lee, Andrew Everett against Drew Galloway, Madison Rayne taking on Marty Bell, Crazy Steve versus Tyrus. That seems a bit unfair, poor Crazy Steve. Shira versus Spud. Shira, beg your pardon, guys. DJZ versus Moose. Tribunal versus Bromance. Grado and Jade taking on Eli Drake and Sienna. Yeah, I mean, that one does sound okay, but in comparison to the other two match cards I've read on the previous discs, I don't think that one does sound as good as those other ones. Next up, we have November 2016, one night only. Matt Hardy and EC3 on the cover artwork there. We didn't get an October one, obviously, because that would have been Bound for Glory month. So this one says, on November 4th, 2016, Against All Odds. So, okay, so this one's supposed to be Against All Odds 2016 then, I guess, guys. The stars of Impact Wrestling vied for glory as they faced insurmountable odds to win at any cost. Broken Matt Hardy versus EC3, Drew Galloway versus Cowboy James Storm, Laurel Van Ness versus Gail Kim, Eli Drake taking on Moose, Bram against Lashley, DJZ and the Bromans taking on Eddie Edwards, Grado, and Shira, Trevor Lee versus Tyrus. Why the fuck's Tyrus getting all easy opponents? It just seems harsh. Poor Trevor Lee this time. Anyways, Sienna versus Jade versus Marty Bell in a three-way knockouts match. And Mandrews against Andrew Everett. And obviously, I haven't done who's in the screenshots here. So, but just below my thumb here, we have Moose, Eli Drake, just about to be eaten by Cowboy James Storm. And we have Drew Galloway at the top there. Yeah, that one seems a slightly better match card than the September one. But I'll make some picks of my faves at the end. Let's pretend like I did with the Rivals. I've never seen any of these, never watched any of these in my life, and I'm in a DVD store. I've got to pick one for the evening, and I'll do that. Go and buy cover and match card or whatever. So next up we have December 2016 with The Miracle, Mike Bennett, his beautiful wife Maria Kanellis, and Eddie Edwards there. Again, featuring the stars of Impact. The Miracle and Eddie Edwards on the spine. And we have the Titans of Impact Wrestling will meet in the ring. Forged in battle, these rivals will face off in an all-out war for supremacy. So from left to right, we have EC3, Aaron Rex, Jade. I think that's Michin, isn't it, from WWE? But it's I think she's known as Jade on this one in TNA Impact. And Rosemary, beautiful Rosemary, with a lovely pose there. So this match card has The Miracle taking on Eddie Edwards, got Aaron Rex taking on EC3, Bram against Moose, Aiden O'Shea taking on Shera, Bram versus Jesse Goddard, Trevor Lee against Braxton Sutter, Rosemary against Jade. Yeah, it was Jade, guys, sorry. Eli Drake taking on Grado, and Robbie E versus James Storm. And that does sound like a really good card for December 2016. And the last one I'll show you guys before I make my pick, like I did with Rivals, of what one I'd go for if I've never watched them before and all that shit. Well, not shit, but you know what I mean. We have January Live, and this one's Global Force Wrestling, one night only, featuring the stars of Impact. So from left to right on the cover artwork, we have Matt Hardy, or Broken Matt Hardy, EC3, Eli Drake, Bobby Lashley, Eddie Edwards, and Jeff Hardy with missing eyeballs. Or missing eyes. No, it's not. He's wearing those contacts. This is when he was teaming with his brother again. That was pretty cool around that time when they got back together again. And yeah, so on January 6th, the heavy hitters, X Division, High Flyers, and Knockouts and stars of Impact Wrestling took to the ring to kick off a new year in a night of unparalleled action. Let's quickly look at the screenshots and then we'll go over the matches. So we have Near My Thumb, Moose again, Rosemary, Sienna, and the Miracle Mike Bennett. So this one's match card had the world title match, EC3 against Eddie Edwards, tag team title match, the Hardys versus Eli Drake and Tyrus, Jesse Goddard against James Storm, Knockouts title match between Sienna and Rosemary, Marche Roquette versus Shera, a no-holds-barred match between the Miracle and Moose, which sounds cool, Robbie E versus Bram, X Division title match. We had Braxton Sutter versus Rockstar Spud versus Trevor Lee versus DJZ. And then last but not least, we had Lashley against Davey Richards. Yeah, I mean, there's a few standout, interesting matches on that one. But, yeah, going back over them all quickly. Just trying to see which I would say had the better match card, more interesting match card. Yeah, so that one was pretty good, I thought. So maybe that one. Let's quickly compare these two. Yeah, I mean, that one was pretty good as well. And these first two I remember being really interesting. So we had, yeah, the August and the January. Yeah, that extravaganza one did sound pretty tempting. Oh, I don't know. These are really good. I tell you what, though, I would probably go with this if I was in a shop and I could only pick one. I'd go with the X Division extravaganza, because that does sound like an absolute good card, and then you got all those cool extra features as well, which is pretty cool. But cover artwork wise, I mean, yeah, the January 2017 has a good one out of those three, and then out of these three, you know, November's does look pretty good. That one just looks too dark and blue and can't really see a lot on that January one. Yeah, I'd probably go with this one as my favorite cover artwork. And yeah, I can't even remember what other one I chose now for the one I walk away with, the extravaganza one, wasn't it? But yeah, let me know in the comments below, guys. Yeah, that one there, look, that's the one I would have picked if all these were in the shop. I could only pick one, it would have been that one. But yeah, that's if I'd never watched them before, obviously. Anyway, guys, let me know in the comments below what you think of this video. Did you enjoy it? Do you enjoy have you watched any of these, and did you enjoy any of them? And yeah, just be good to hear from you, and it's good to talk to you all again, because it's been a few weeks. All of you stay safe. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment, share, and all that. And I'll catch you again soon for another video. Take good care, guys, and goodbye for now.